Why don't you look at me? I've tried to be as open as I can. Why don't you look at me? I'm tired of being the invisible man. The invisible man. Oh, the invisible man.
Well, hello and welcome to another edition of The Invisible Man. My name is Mark David Stallard. We've got a great guests for you. We've got Janz and Carle from Faceless Orphans. We'll introduce those in just a second. Of course, I'm joined, as usual, with my good friend Ryan Janz. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing very well today. We're grateful if anybody comes to join us because it looks like an absolutely gorgeous day outside. So we hope you get out. Winnipeg was just, it was gray and rainy and miserable for a couple of days. So watch the show and then go outside.
Yeah.
Or watch us while you're outside. That works too.
Yeah, that will be cool.
We're fine with that.
Although I think I should just let you know, Ryan, that it's only sunny in Winnipeg. It could be different elsewhere.
This is true. We do have some fans from across the world to our UK friends where it's usually, well, Mark, you can probably attest to this better than I can, where it's usually gray and rainy. Well, I guess you can just get used to being gray and rainy.
Well, indeed we can. I'd like to thank everybody for joining us. I see we didn't lose because we started the stream late. We did try and get the word out. It's good to see the numbers are up, and please leave your comments and your chats, and we will definitely be reading off your questions as they come up. Big shout out to Chris. I see he's already saying hi to everyone. And yeah, so please, if you can, please share the stream, like it as well. That helps us out a lot. And yeah, well, let's get on. I think we've blabbered on enough. Let's bring our guests who are sitting there, waiting patiently there in the screen. So hailing from Rouyn-Noranda in northern Quebec, they will correct me on that. I know they blend blue, collar French mining town flavor with melodic and ominous, beautiful alternative rock melodies. So. Welcome to the show, Jean Landry and Carle Marcotte of the Faceless Orphans. How you doing, guys?
Yeah, hi. Good.
Excellent. We usually start the show with a very simple icebreaker. Can you tell us a little bit about yourselves? Maybe Jean.
Me first? My name is Jean Landry. I am the author and lead singer of Faceless Orphans, which was born in 2017 here in our hometown in Rouyn-Noranda, Quebec.
Excellent. You see, I'm going to jump in there right now, as we said off air, but we're going to say it for everybody else here. Usually mispronouncing names and places and cities and stuff, that's my job. I'm glad Mark got to do it today. Thanks, Mark. Thanks for taking the hit there. I'm also going to tell you that my French is very poor, so if I try, please forgive me. I am trying. I could probably read more French than I can speak, just because I don't speak it very often. I seem to do okay with it in school, but I graduated school and just it fell away. Right, I didn't have a chance to speak a lot of French, and then I get teased a lot by my francophone friends when I try and say something in French. So it's okay. I'm used to it.
We'll help you out.
Tease me.
So I just want to point out, the regular viewers will know I don't wear hats as a rule, but this is real cool. We've got Faceless Orphans. We've got lots of great merch. Go check out their websites, and all good quality stuff. It even stretches to the size of my head, so they will fit you too. There we go. Okay, so Carle, did you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, I'm the lead guitar of the band. I'm working with Janz since the beginning, with Francis, who's not there today. That's about that. We're writing new songs together with the band, so I'm glad to be with you today.
Perfect. Glad that you came. So
now, we actually, I'm gonna we are quick here, Mark. There's a a personal message to Jean from a Moni. I'm not going to say the last name. I'm sorry. Moni is the best you're going to get out of me because I'm going to
Moni Morales.
I'm going to mess up the name. Morales. who's Moni? She's not my love. Sounds serious.
Yes, she's my girlfriend.
Ah. Well, thank you for joining us, Moni. Okay, sorry, Mark. I kind of stepped on your toes there, so go right on ahead with where you were going.
So it's always interesting for me where musicians came from, and I'm really kind of curious. Are either of you, or maybe a round table here, first one and the other, are you from musical families?
Not really, not for me, no. Maybe Jan? Neither do I. My dad played the spoons. That was about it. Was the only one in the family who played spoons.
I can do that. I can play spoons. Not well, but I can play them. So then that leads to the next question: is how did you then realize that you were musical, that you could sing, that you could play instruments? How did all that get started?
Well, it started with me and Francis at the time, which is the other guitarist in the band. And we have made songs and everything, and we knew guys that were really good, talented. So my first idea was to go and see Carl because we live in the same village. So I knew him, and I saw him play before, and he's got like fairy tale fingers. So I said, wow, that would be nice to have that in our music. So that's how I got in charge with Carl. And we went from there. We had a drummer after, and we started from there.
Yeah, excellent. Ryan, can I just get you to turn your mic down? We've got a bit of an echo from our guests there. I want to see if it's you or not. Just turn it up when you want to talk. We'll see if it's you or not.
Sure.
That would be great. I'm trying to isolate it as we fly. We checked the sound before we came out. It sounded great, but suddenly we seem to have a bit of an echo. So sorry for everybody watching. So I've got to ask the obvious question. Why the name Faceless Orphans? Where did that come from?
Yeah, I always get asked that question, and people just like, their mouth goes like wide open when I explain it. Well, Faceless Orphans is about faith. It's just at a certain point in your life, anybody's life, at a certain point, we have dreams, we want to do things, and at a certain point, we can't do it because of many issues, and we don't have the confidence from people. They don't think we're good enough, or just change plans. And at a certain point, there's somebody that comes in your life and just land his hand and say, "I believe in you. You can do this." So it's about faith.
Excellent. That's a really, actually, I don't think I would have, I've heard you say that before on Welcome to the Madhouse, as you've also been a guest on there, Jean. But I would never have thought that there was anything that deep in there. So that's actually a really excellent reason, a really good reason to give your band a name.
Thank you.
Indeed. Looks like we have a question. But we'll hold on to that one. We'll move forward a little bit because there's a couple of things I think I'd like to just address first. So you are a 5-piece band now. Is that correct? Yeah. Can you just outline? I've got a picture here as well of. I think it's just of the 4 of you. I'm going to pull that up. Yeah, can you just maybe just tell us a little bit about the other 3?
Well, the other guy with the guitar, the smaller guy. That's his Francis, with whom I started the project with. And on the other side was Marco at the time that we did our album, which was our first drummer at the time. We didn't have a bass player at that time. We did the album in Toronto, and we hired the guy to play on the album. So now we have a bass player and a new drummer.
Excellent. There we go. Bring everybody back on. And of course, when did you released a CD? I think 2017.
Well, the physical CD got out in January 2018.
Okay, Sounds good. Now that was a self-titled, right? So that was called the Faceless Orphans. So was there any themes in this, lyrically or musically in the CD, or is it just a collection of your best songs?
What's that? What's our best song?
No, I say the CD itself. So of the collection of songs that you've got on the CD. Is there any themes in the songs, or in the CD, or is it just a collection of songs that you liked? Tough question.
Well, actually, every song, because the first album is really a mixture of everything. Like we have a song like Regional Battle Plan, which is dedicated to the veterans, and we're still doing a song like that on the second album. It's going to be called It's Me. It's something that, since I was a police officer for 29 years, it's something that really touches my heart a lot. And, there's a song talking about illness, which is Silently in Silence, which the video just came out 3 weeks ago. And you see us live and practice and everything. But lyrically, it touches about everything, a bit of Generation X too. But for the music, I'll let Carl explain music-wise.
Yeah, the first 4 songs were composed by Janz and Francis. And when I joined the band, we take my ideas and ideas of the band to make all the 10 songs of the album. But there's a lot of different influences from every kind of. Me, I'm more a metal guitarist, more aggressive player, so I have to calm down, and I just take the energy from the other guys. So that's a lot of mix and a lot of influences in every song.
Excellent. So we say hi to Muttley, who's joined us, who didn't see the notification earlier. So welcome, Muttley. And actually, that's probably a good opportunity there to the viewer question, which is from Moni Morales. A question for both Jean and Carl. Jean, how old were you when you first began singing? And Carl, when did you first pick up a guitar?
The first time it was when I was 16 years old, but it didn't go well. I just tried to do Metallica right now, and it doesn't work. So, but it takes a couple of years to be able to play really able to play some guitar. But it's the first time was when I was 16.
Well, for myself, since I was like early age, I've always been like Carl. It's guitar that brings him to another dimension. For me, it was poetry. So I was really into French poetry of the 19th century, French poetry. Like, many of them from France and Quebec. And Émile Médigan is my greatest idol and will always be. And then I started, with the rhymes and everything, I started, making songs, trying things out. And it really started, I think it was in 2004 when I played in the first band. And it was hard because I didn't know really how. So I had to take classical classes for 2 years to train my voice. And I had problems too because I was always wearing a bullet vest proof. So that used, to make my breathing really small instead of going big. So I had to work that out also. I had to take a osteopath mini treatment to open up my cage again because I was always being dizzy. So it was complicated, but I've worked hard. I've done it.
Interesting. Yeah, it's I kind of take it for granted there. I've been singing for since I can remember. I think whether well or not. But yeah, I mean, I've always taken that full lungful and never thought about it twice. So that's kind of interesting. Okay, so you've got actually a new CD coming up that you're working on. Rather, you just kind of tell us a little bit about that.
And we started working. We have almost 10 songs. We're working on it, but they're not finished yet. So we recorded one song last week, only the music. This week, Johnny is going to do the vocals on it, but it's first. We hope to have that first single ready for the end of the summer, I hope so. And the 10 other songs will be ready before the end of the year. Supposed to. If everything's going well, at the end of the year, we're supposed to have another album ready to play.
Excellent. Muttley's asking, can we pre-order the album? Or I guess, will we be able to pre-order it?
Well, what we could do is just like when it's going to come out, I think it would be, well, if they want to, but as soon as it will get out without social media and everything, like Facebook, and we don't know yet what contracts we're going to try to get or what, like Spotify or a company. We don't know that yet. So we'll probably do everything on our own that we usually did, except a couple of contracts that we have with Spotify and things like that. But for the physical CD, it's better for us to do it. It's cheaper to send, first of all. And like that, people will buy more since it's cheaper.
Okay. Sounds reasonable to me. I like, we're from the coupon city here in Winnipeg. We like it cheap, and even better if there's a coupon to go along with it.
Yeah, because if you go through a company, it costs so much for the shipping fees. It can cost us like $2, and they'll charge like 8 or 10. So people are not going to want to buy the album. It's going to cost too much. We're going to lose plenty of money.
Yeah, we had a similar issue with the merch because we had some T-shirts done and some mugs, but we found out that it was on the first fan purchase, it was costing about 5 or 6 times more than they were telling me. So they were adding all these costs on, and then in the end we just said enough, we'll look somewhere else. And of course I haven't yet. But we'll be looking for another source for merch and everything. But yeah, it's everyone's trying to make their fortune off musicians, right?
Yes.
Okay, we've actually got. I'm going to jump ahead. I've been doing this, asking this question towards the end of the show, and I thought, well, you know what? Let's do it now. John, you've already answered this question on Madhouse, but feel free to answer it again. I'm just going to get this on here. Give me a sec here. Okay, I've got a little video lead into this question. So there you go. So the question is,
I'm still going with the sausage. Carly eats all the time. He's going to eat both of them, I guess. At the same time.
There you go. So
I couldn't be more proud of you, because the first time Muttley asked me that question, I had no idea what I was agreeing to. So I said first one, then the other. So that was my answer.
Well, the video does give it away now because he's eating the sandwich at the end, right? Now, because Jean, you had already been asked this question, Muttley had actually posed another question, and you can both answer this one. So the question he has is a follow-up. What is your favourite tipple to wash down your sandwich of choice? Beer, wine, spirits, or non-alcoholic version?
With my sandwich?
Yeah, well, what do you like to wash it down with?
Well, no alcohol.
Okay.
Oh, right on.
Like when I eat, well, usually depends what. I could have a little glass of wine with a steak, but I mean, depends what. But usually it's water.
Okay.
Well, listen to Carl. He's going to have a bunch of answers for you. With a sausage, I think beer. With bacon, I think beer. And anything with beer, it's always great.
Okay. Excellent.
As long as we got some beer.
We would have also accepted to pour everything into a bucket and drink it all at once.
That's all right.
There we go. Got a couple of questions. So from Moni Morales says for Carl, what bands influenced your guitar style?
There's a lot of them, but mostly metal band and guitarists. Like I started to learn and practice guitar with Randy Rhoads and for the solos. And Metallica, Kirk Hammett, and Megadeth, a lot of Megadeth. I played a lot of them. So I think it's that make my style with the old school metal from the 90s.
Excellent.
All right, so then as a metalhead myself, you can.
Hey
see
Ryan, can you actually? You know what?
Yeah.
Can you just turn yourself up a smidge? Are you going quiet again?
Yeah. Okay, that's no problem. It's I'm playing with the dial.
Yeah, I know.
Sure
We've got some echo there. So, yeah.
It's all good. So I've got a 6-string bass there, which I played in the last one of the bands that when Mark and I were playing actively. I was in a metal band, and then I've got my other that one there, the Jackson. So I come from a punk and a metal background. I gotta ask, Metallica or Megadeth? Dave Mustaine or Kirk Hammett? Which one? You gotta pick. Which one?
Gotta pick. Megadeth all the way.
Oh, he's going with Dangerous Dave. Attaboy. Attaboy.
There we go. Okay, that's the end of the questions so far in the chat. I do want to say hi to Ben Doer, Douwer, assuming from South Africa, as he's a friend of Elna, and we know Elna very well. So thanks for joining us, Ben. So we have as usual, we have quite the international audience. So we've got South Africa, UK, and Canada. And if you're from somewhere else, make a mention where you're from in the chat, and I'll read it out. Excellent. Ryan, do you have any questions there while I'm sorting out the next one?
I switched screens, and now I've lost my place. So
okay, no problem. Actually, on the top of my list, actually, you guys are really quite inspiring. Apparently, someone in is it California, an author that you've inspired.
What's that?
So yeah, there's an author, I think you said, in California that you have inspired.
Yes. There's an author in Anaheim that she wrote 2 books, Lost and Found and Lost and Found 2, dedicated to us. They are signed by her and everything. You can find them out on Amazon. Usually our music helped her out to create the persona of her characters, and she already won a prize on the first one as the, I don't know how it works, but it's from the readers. So she got the first prize in suspense books as #1 by the readers, and that's a worldwide thing, and we're really happy about it. It's because like our music that helped her out, that gives us a big kick, and it's just like, I don't know what to say. You don't see that often with bands of music, that their music make an author write books and win prizes. I mean, we're touched.
Yeah, it's excellent. So take note, everybody in the audience there. So go listen, if you haven't already, go listen to the Faceless Orphans, and you will be inspired, guaranteed. And if you want to know where to buy their material, we got some links in the description on the video. So just look down if you're on YouTube, look up if you're on Facebook. And we've got links to websites, I think Apple Music and Spotify, I think. Anyway, go have a look and go and listen to that. What is it very clearly and proven inspirational music. There we go. Ryan, do you have a question there? Oh, he's having.
So, I was gonna go down the metal route again. So you talked to your. I guess this would be for Carl, right? Because you said you were very influenced by early metal.
Yeah.
So is that more into like into the thrash genre? Like, so obviously Metallica and Megadeth, pioneers of the thrash metal scene. But what about bands like Slayer or Black Sabbath or any of that? Is that factor into your music as well? Or is it strictly more just of that Southern California metal scene that was a big inspiration for you?
You talk about the inspiration for the album or in general?
First for you, and then maybe for the album. Let's do it that way.
But for me, I used to listen a lot of style from the thrash metal scene or the crossover. I also like a lot of PRI, suicidal tendencies, stuff like that. But I always stay on the metal scene with the great lead guitar like Alex Skolnick that I just met here from 3 years ago. And but for the album, I came back to the roots of the metal more, like you said, Black Sabbath or some kind of stuff like that, just slower and more feeling about it. But I used to listen all kind of stuff. As long as there's guitar and solos on it, it's okay for me.
There you go. So, and then I guess over to your partner there. How do you find writing lyrical content for more aggressive and metal slanted music, and how do you sing? How do you prepare to sing for that? Is it like you would prepare to sing for any other kind of genre of music, or do you have to kind of get into the right, doing your proper exercises to warm up your throat? Like how do you prepare for that?
Well,
or you just go and do it. Like let's just do it.
Usually the way we work, like we always did, is that like Carl comes with some tracks. Like you could use something for the chorus, for the bridge, for the verse. So we try to mix that together and try to make a song. But I go with, music is vibration. It makes you vibe. So it's just that I listen to it and I get this vibe. And when I just start moaning and trying to put words, there's always like one word at a certain point that will come out. And from that word, I will make a song that it will be the heart of the song, and I will surround it after. And what we do is that what we usually do is like me, Carl, and Francis, we just do moaning, nothing. We just like blah, blah, blah on a song just to try to find a melody. And we try to pick off each other and make a melody with nothing, and it comes out as a song on an album.
On. Mark, do you have anything, or should we?
Nope, I'm good. Yeah, no, actually. So I guess it's a two-part question here. Is how much of your music reflects the French Canada culture? And a follow-up question on that is: does coming from a mining town affect your musical outputs? So do those two? So does being part of the larger French Canada culture and being part of your local culture, how do those affect your music?
Maybe I think the French Canadian, maybe we can just rate for the lyrics. So it's more Jean with his poetry reading. And for the metal mining, say maybe it affects my sound of guitar, more metal. Because we have a lot of big band, metal band come play here in Rouyn-Noranda, and was always there. So I think that's the influence that I've got from it. And for Johnny, you would answer?
Well, Callie's originally from this town. He was born here. I've been here for 30 years now. So I've been here a long time also. But the Rouyn-Noranda is considered... like Seattle is for grunge, Rouyn-Noranda is the place for death metal. Like bands from Europe, it's their dream to come and play over here in the Rouyn, their own town. It's like I'm explaining. So there's a lot of vibes, and it's the culture is different too. Like we're north, like 6-7 hours away from Montreal, the closest town, Quebec, and it goes to -50 at wintertime here. So we have this little friendship and loving together because we're all alone and we need to support each other. And I think that helps a lot to understand everybody in the band and try to make something together, try everything and make it pop out because of that culture that we have here. This little mining town that we're so far away, but we are so close. We help each other all the time.
Excellent. Yeah, I just want to point out there. I think someone had asked on the Welcome to the Madhouse. How far away are you? They're in Quebec from Canada. I checked it up on the map. It is about, if you were driving, I think in Manitoba you can drive 100 kilometers an hour. At Ontario, the speed limit is like 90, certainly in Northern Ontario, where I've been driving lately. It'll take us 17 and a half hours to go from town to town. So that's quite a long way, and you're pretty much going straight across, and then we're straight up, right? Because you kind of got to do it like an angle. But we still suffer as well from the minus 50 winters there. So we know exactly how you feel, although we are.
Yeah, it's not uncommon. It's cold also.
Not uncommon, yeah.
There we go. So Shalim says hi from. Just got back from the golf course. Shalim, you got to schedule this better. I'm tired of you turning up late all the time, but thanks for coming. Moni Morales says she's in sunny, hot Southern California, so that's great. We're right across the continent, which is excellent. And yeah, there we go. That was it for the chats. Now, here's a question I like to ask: is there any genre or artist that you listen to that might surprise your fans?
I'll start with Carl on that for music. But I've got 2 kids, so listen. Like I told you, I listen a lot of music with guitar. But with my 2 kids, you have to adapt my hearing. So now I don't know the name of the band, but I know the song that all that is pop music. I don't know the name, but I have to listen to it just for my kids. Sorry for the name, I don't know that.
No problem.
But it's pop music. No? For myself, there are certain, artists with a voice that are really unique. Like you'd say John Denver. I have a Miata, and every time I go riding, I have this album, The Greatest Hits of Neil Young, and I just put it in, and I'm just like, I'm surfing on the cloud. There are certain people, like, even this morning, I was listening to Elvis Presley, Patsy Cline, or whatever. And sometimes I fall asleep on the Mozart music, or Chopin, or I like everything. It depends how you feel. How's your vibe? But I'm open.
Yeah, I tend to find that Mozart can get me in a creative mood, but I can't listen to it while I'm creating. And then if I do want to have music on, and I feel like classical, then it'll be like Bach, Chopin, usually for pop music, more current music. I've actually been listening to a little bit of John Denver of late, and I think I'd like to do a rendition of Leaving on a Jet Plane. So I've been singing that one privately. So Ryan, that's morning. You didn't know about that. So yeah,
I certainly did. But that I eventually we were gonna
turn your mic up, Brian.
Eventually we were gonna end up at John Denver, so that doesn't surprise me at all. So I'm not surprised, but I'll start learning some of his repartee, as it were.
Sounds good.
I don't think there's anything. I've answered this question before on the show, and I don't think there's rarely anything that I won't listen to. Especially now, I have a 3-year-old daughter and a 2.5-month-old or a 2-month-old son, and so I can't just sit there and listen to metal or punk anymore all the time. I drop my daughter off at daycare, and so it's like like all the shows, all her fun TV shows that she watches that are actually like have some incredibly well recorded musical tracks to them. So we listen to that in the car, and then it's like, and then I don't know, it could be anything on the way home. Last week we talked about Jim Croce from in the States, a Midwestern folk singer. And coming from someone who's got a metal and punk background, sometimes it shocks people, but it's like, he writes great music. He writes incredible, storyteller. He's a great storyteller through music. So it's like, it's a real challenge to learn that style, right? And then apply it to the kind of music that you want to make, right? So if I want to make a metal folk album, right? How can we do it? You learn about metal, you learn about folk, and then you see where two shall these meet, right? So.
Yeah, Ryan. Just next time you're a speed deck, just take your mic up a notch or two. You're a little quiet there. Yeah. So when you talk, not before. I was actually giggling there while you were talking there, Ryan. As Shaleem asks, can Ryan sing the Baby Shark song?
I anytime, anywhere. I found that when you have kids, anything is Baby Shark. Go to bed now. Go to bed now. Eat your food, do. Like, brush your teeth. Like, everything is Baby Shark for like at least a year and a half. So whatever. I had a 3-year-old, so everything is Baby Shark, and now we had a new one.
There we go. So to answer your question in the short version, yes, he can. Chris says, Mark, you're a country boy at heart, which is kind of funny. Before we started doing the show, and I've said this many times, that I didn't like country music, but the more I've been exposed to it, the more I realized how much of it there is to love. So yeah, I'm not sure if I'm really one at heart, but I've definitely become enjoying all different kinds of music, including country. So Shaleem has a question.
Moni says that Jean loves 80s new wave as well. Is that true? A little bit of big hair and like...
Yeah, I used to work at Ottawa Congress Center, and I saw the Smiths in concert. The Queen's Dead album was blood. It's like was our era. Was the 80s and everything. I adore new wave music. I listen to it every day. Also, I really love it.
Excellent. So Ryan, I'm going to put you on the spot. Shaleem has got a question about some Quebec folk group. Can you try and pronounce that, please? Oh, turn your mic up. I think you're muted.
I'm just switching screens here. Hang on a sec.
Oh, there you go.
Let's see. Let me see
it's
if
on
I can
Facebook.
find his.
It's on Facebook.
Yeah, I'm just switching between profiles here. Come on. Where is it? Come on, group. What the heck?
We can. While that, Shaleem also says he would like to see a Baby Shark TikTok video by Ryan.
Sure, Shaleem. Give me $50 and I'll do it. I'll do this for $50. I can't see his comment. Shaleem, can you send me a message of what you want? Mark to ask?
I can read it out. Don't worry. I can read it out there. It's he's saying his favourite Quebec folk group is La Bottine Souriante. Are you familiar? La Bottine Souriante. There you go. I was almost there. I said some of the right syllables. That's great. So, are you familiar with them?
Yes. Yeah. I saw them 2 times in concert here.
Excellent. There you go.
Yeah.
I wanted Ryan to humiliate himself, and so I had to humiliate myself with the inability to pronounce.
You see, I might actually have a chance this go around, but I'm being gun shy now. I don't want to. No.
All's good. As long as you're not doing it intentionally to put down, it's all fine. So who actually writes the songs for the band?
For the next album, or
no, for you? Who writes your songs?
But we write the song. Usually start with like Janz said earlier. Usually we start with the guitar riff, and when Janz likes it, I work on the structure for the song. I just send it to him, and after if he like the idea, we work with the band together after. But we start with with the basic song, But all the band members put their idea on everything. So it's a working, it's a group process. It's not only one person who composes one song. It's not my song. It's not his song. It's the band song. But we start with something, and usually it's me or Francis on the guitar. The first album was more Francis because I joined them and they had already 4 songs on it. But it's only the beginning of one song. But one song is not one song doesn't come from me or from Francis or from Janz. It's a band effort. It's a band working. So
we don't take any credit. We just take it the credit as a band. Because,
everybody participate on every song.
Like I say, if we go and play a show, it's not because he's put on all that's his song, because he put all the guitars on it. I put the lyrics, so I get in a show $50 more than you. No. If we split in 5, we got 5 French fries, we get one each. That's the way it is. There's no confrontation. There's, we're just simple guys. That's it.
Yeah, and I do a lot of our songs, but Rouyn and I, when we practice, we'll often jam. I'll have a riff, or he'll have something on the bass that he wants to work on. Yeah, and anything that we work on, even however big or small the part is, it's always we always credit the other. So it's always we wrote this song together. So we take the same kind of philosophy there. If everybody's working on it, whoever was involved gets the credit. So that's great. Because my heroes were always the big heroes there in the early days was Lennon and McCartney, of course, with the Beatles, and they were always writing individually and then coming together. So I can do both. I can write songs on my own in response to somebody else's song, or we can write together. So it's all kind of interesting. All that stuff's really interesting. How music comes about. It's different for everybody, isn't it?
Yep.
So I've got a. So what does the future hold for you? Obviously, we've been locked. We've been under lock and key, so to speak, with the lockdowns and everything. What does the immediate future hold for you? So once everybody's had their vaccines and we're given the all clear, as a band, what would you like to be the first thing or the first things you'd like to do?
Well, the first thing we got offered in COVID for when it's all going to be over, it's a tour in the UK, which is England, Scotland, and Wales with Mr. Turner Management Company. And we play a lot on radio, about everywhere, a lot in the States, a lot in the UK. And the southern part of the United States really loves our music too. So we're just waiting to see how it goes. But like we say, we're a little independent band. So any management company out there or promotioners or something, we're open. We just want to play. We work hard, we do our things, we just want to play. And I think we've got, because if you look at all of our videos, you get what you came for, because we move a lot and we have a lot of expressions when we do our shows, because we're living our songs. We make everything ourselves in the band. So it's a way to contribute and show the people who we really are as a band.
Yeah, excellent. So Muttley says he's really looking forward to Faceless Orphans play Wales. Shaleem says you should play some gigs with Adam and the Hellcats.
Well, actually, Adam wrote to me, I think it was a couple of months ago, after the first interview we did with them. He told me that they were the band who was going to play on tour with us. He announced me that they were going to play with us on tour in the UK.
Excellent. There we go. We have a new presenter.
Can you say hi? Can you say hi, Mr. Mark?
Hello.
Can you say hi to? Can you say hi to the two other fellas as Jean and
Carl? I'll save you, Carl.
Carl. Yeah. Wah, wah, wah.
There we go.
Hey. Dude, does Daddy sing Baby Shark? Does Daddy sing Baby Shark? Yeah, there you go. There you go, Shalim. Daddy sings.
There you go. Confirmation.
Daddy sings right from the source. Did you want to go down? Okay.
Here we go. Okay, excellent. So, so I've got on your wish list. If you could play any venue, anywhere in the world, in any time in history, where would it be?
A place or which band?
A venue? No, a venue. Where would you like to play? So a venue, anywhere in the world, at any time, wherever. Is there somewhere that you would have loved or will love to play?
You mean as an opening band?
Wherever, your fantasy.
Maybe in Europe, the biggest festival. There's always a lot of them there, but I don't remember the name. Any kind of big festival where we can meet other bands and see other bands live. For me, I'm ready to go anywhere. So as long as there's a lot of bands we can meet and share with the other guys, other musicians, that's okay for me. For you? Well, I think about the same thing, but I worked in Switzerland for many years, and I was friends with many people that work with artists over there. I think Montreux Festival would be something really out of this world. The Montreux Jazz Festival there, that is a huge thing in the world. That would be a nice place, and it's so nice in Montreux. I'd go anywhere, but it would be a little touching of heart to see my friends over there too and play in front of them. That would be nice. And I'd like to go and play like California for sure. Because, that's where they give us our chance to, radio interviews and everything. And my girlfriend lives in Los Angeles, so it's pretty hard to see each other now. So it would be nice to go and see her too.
Excellent. And I've always had a dream. I don't know if it'll ever. It can't come true because I'd like to go back to the early 70s and play the Apollo Theatre in New York. I think that would be fantastic. Yeah. Silly. It's a silly fantasy, but I think ever since I saw the Buddy Holly story, forget the name of the actor, the crazy guy, played Buddy Holly, and saw them in the Apollo Theatre, and I thought, I want to play that. I would love to have done that. So, anyhow, there we go. That's me. Ryan, do you have a dream location?
I would. Oh my goodness! Something to pick from, right? I would love to go to like Lollapalooza in like the early '90s. If I could open for like one of the bands that in like a Lollapalooza, it would have been great to have been able to play on the same circuit as Nirvana, because they were when I was 13. That was like my band. They're probably the band that forced me to get an instrument and learn to play. I wanted to play, but they're the ones that it was like, okay, well, if they can make music like that, I can do it. So any kind of Nirvana show would have been just a blast to see. Yeah. But then there's a part of me that is like, I would love to go to like any time in like Woodstock or like 1969, 70, because there's a lot of groups in that bracket, that time frame, that influenced me as well. I'd love to go see why can't I think of their name? It'll come to me after the show. Stevie Nicks used to sing for them.
Fleetwood Mac.
Fleetwood Mac. Yes, thank you. I don't know what happened there. There's no more coffee in this coffee. Anyways, I'd love to go see Fleetwood Mac like in their heyday. That would be just wonderful. Or open for them. Yes, Mick Fleetwood, I will open for your band. No problem.
Shleem has a question. So Shleem has a question. What producers would you guys like to work with? Is there anyone in particular, or do you have a choice?
I don't know either. We don't know a lot about that, producers and everything, because you don't really, sometimes it could be someone like a jack in the box that comes out of nowhere, because sometimes you don't always have to rely on the name, because unfortunately we had a bad luck with that. So sometimes when you see a big name, you always jump on it, but sometimes it's not what you want. So I don't know.
Okay. I had a little giggle because I just called out of the corner of my eye there a comment from Shalim. Ryan sucks at rock and roll trivia. The group Stevie Nicks sang with ? Thought that was funny. Anyhow. Mute.
Shalim. There. Oh. There's my Dolly Parton for the day.
Oh, that was what it was. Okay.
I'm begging you, please don't tease me, man.
And and Ryan once again proves that he's a great bass player.
There's a reason where our band is structured and organized the way it is, because of just that. I will sing for fun and laughs and giggles, but not seriously. Do a little bit of background singing and that's it.
Okay. Well, I think we're kind of coming to the end of the show. We've just want to let everybody know that if you want to check out the Faceless Orphans, you've got easy clickable links in the description on the video. So Facebook, look up; YouTube, look down. Oh, but I do have another question just popped up, so we'll come to that. And yeah, so go check that out. Very inspirational music we've found out earlier. But yeah, let's answer the comments. Question in the comments from Shalim. Have you played in Manitoba?
No, we've never played there. Well, we wanted to play in Ontario. We played in Quebec and Ontario as of now. But we can go there, no problem. We're used to driving.
Yep. And it's only a very short 17-hour drive.
Hey, that's nothing for us, believe me.
Which is funny because lately my day job, I'm actually driving into Northern Ontario, and I can do an easy 10-hour drive in a day. Anyway, so yeah, I'm getting used to it. You get used to the long drives.
I don't do it as much anymore because I have kids and my workplace is decent to me. But I do occasionally get some longer ones. I'll have jobs where I just drive 5 hours to get to site and then work the next day and then come home. So, I mean, that's just it's the reality of living in Canada, right? We got lots of space between the neighbors, so.
Okay, so we just want to let's kind of wind down there. I think that's probably a good place to stop there. We've it looks like Ellen has been telling Ben Dua that we have live music every week. We don't have live music every week, but we often do. By now, what's going to happen? We have one show next week, which is Glenn Foster. We're going to do an hour of music. So Glenn is going to play a song. I'm going to play a song, and we'll alternate for the hour. So that'll be a lot of fun. And when we come back, we'll take a break over July. When we come back in August, we are going to have lots and lots and lots of live music. Not every single show, but it'll be way more than we've been doing. Because I like to play, and I think people deserve to hear my music. Even if I say so myself. And then, of course, as things open up, then Ryan will be able to come over and you'll be able to hear It's All in the Mind live on the show as well. So hopefully that won't be too long before that happens. So Carl and Jean, thank you so much for joining us. You've been great. Some really great insights to the band. Again, I'd like to encourage everybody to go check them out. Links in the description, and go buy the music. Or listen to it. You're going to want to buy it for sure. And we will catch everybody next week with Glenn Foster. Oh, and we also have a Invisible Song Club. New issue. I try to remember who the artists were. It's 3:30 tomorrow. That's Central Time. Come and check us out. You can always, of course, check us out on Facebook and YouTube after the event if you missed the live. So,
we want to thank you for taking the time. It's really important for us, and we're always happy to answer any sorts of questions, doing interviews.
We just like want to say thank you very, very, very much. Really appreciate it.
Merci.
Very well.
Merci beaucoup.
Indeed. Mercy Bo-cups to you too. That's fantastic. Thank you very much. I can say that better, but I won't because it's not funny. So thank you very much, everybody.
Il n'est pas foncé.
We'll catch you all next week. Thanks a lot. We'll catch you later. Bye bye.
Oh, the invisible man.